Okay guys, this review is going to be about a book I had since 2010. This is Siu Loong, Memories of the Dragon from 2004. This was put out by the Hong Kong Bruce Lee Club and David Tadman. This is a very old book and one of the best Bruce Lee books in my opinion. And there's the credits for providing information for this book: Phoebe Lee, Robert Lee, Agnes Lee, Peter Lee, compiled by David Tadman. This came out in 2004. Peter Lee passed away in Melbourne, Australia of a heart attack in 2008. So this is before Peter died, and all of the Lee siblings were able to, well, except for Bruce, were able to tell the story of Bruce Lee's trips to Hong Kong in the spring, summer of 1963, and the other two trips back to Hong Kong in 1965. This is a beautiful book, and this front cover, this cover of Bruce is a picture of Bruce inside 218 Nathan Road from the summer of 1963. I'll take you behind the book, show you the back cover. There's a beautiful back cover. This is a beautiful hardback. It's pretty rare now. When you do find it, it's very expensive. This is not the same as the Siu Loong books from Japan, the big giant books. I had those as well. I'll be doing a review on those later. This is a totally completely different book. Those are picture books. This is actually chronicles Bruce Lee's trips to Hong Kong in the early to mid 60s. So now I'm going to take you inside the book. Okay, we're back now. So we'll go ahead and go inside of the book. Beautiful. And this was signed to me on the day I met Phoebe Lee in October of 2011. So more than a decade ago, the little dragon lives on. Her name in Chinese, and then his Bruce Lee's name in Chinese, his stage name. And there it is again. Beautiful. Nice and signed in silver metallic. Here's a certificate signed by Robert and Phoebe Lee. Honorary chairman, Hong Kong Bruce Lee Club. And I got number 474 of 1,000 copies. I don't think they put out even 1,000 copies of this book. Yeah, that's a beautiful certificate. And there's just the information, the ISBN number, everything about the book, title page. This is an absolute beautiful book. Has very good information, and I was able to see this exact bench. It's not glued together, it kind of goes together like a puzzle. There's pictures and letters from Bruce, a drawing of Bruce in 1963-1965 trips described here. Just a beautiful book. Tons of pages in this book. One of the best Bruce Lee books is right here. There's Bruce at Kai Tak Airport when he comes back in, I believe, around March 1963. There's another picture of the Zen master. Bruce is drawing. Bruce with Robert Lee in the airport when he returns. This is a beautiful masterpiece book right here. The paper quality is very good. These photos, this was the first time that the fans were able to see these photos from these trips in this book, provided by the Lee family. Beautiful book. Just a beautiful book. I've had this book for 14 years now, and it still remains one of my favorite books. This is one book for the true Bruce Lee fan. And there's those lovely 1963 photos I told you guys that he took at Photo Salon with his godmother Eva So. So as far as who paid for the photos, I don't know if it was Grace, Bruce himself, or Eva So. But Bruce had a number of copies of this series of photos and some by himself. And there's my favorite one right there from the 1963 trip right here. That is beautiful. I love that photo. Yeah, these are absolutely stunning photos. There's very detailed information inside this book. Yeah, about both trips. Actually, Bruce went to Hong Kong in 1965 twice. Once for his father, and then he went back again after his father passed away in 1965, early 1965. His father passed away Chinese New Year, the last day of Chinese New Year. And then Bruce makes it over there in March. Then he comes back later on another trip in 65. Bruce was pretty busy in 65 developing Jeet Kune Do. Right after the Wong Jackman fight, his father passes away shortly after. He goes to Hong Kong, comes back, goes back to Hong Kong. He's dealing with 20th Century Fox.
Nothing will ever set us apart.
About his part with the Green Hornet. He did the Charlie Chan #1 Sons screen test before the Green Hornet was even brought to be. That didn't go through, and then they ended up using him for Kato. So 1965, you don't see Bruce showing up at really at any karate tournaments for demonstrations that year. I've noticed that. I've also noticed that you don't see too many 1965 pictures of Bruce Lee. You'll see him on his trip to Hong Kong and some at James Lee's house. That's pretty much it. That year, for some reason, you don't see a whole lot. He was mostly busy with his martial art, the beginning development of Jeet Kune Do in that year, although he hadn't named it yet. His father passed away. He was dealing with the screen test and trying to get his role as Kato in the Green Hornet for the following year, 66. And yeah, this just shows a lot of information in this book. This is one of the better books, like I said again. It's loaded with, what's cool about this book is it's not just loaded with information, it's loaded with rare photos. Some books have more information than photos, or more photos than information. This is evenly balanced. That's what I love about this book. Such a great book. I'm gonna close it right there and give you guys a chance to look at the rest of this book if you do pick it up. But I highly, and I know a lot of people on YouTube that know of me and my channel. I believe that my channel, as far as getting into the history of Bruce Lee, is collectible items and just going into full detail. Not showing so much of myself, but going into real depth and stuff you never heard of before or know about. I believe my channel covers a lot of that, a lot of new information being brought out. So yes, I will be quick to tell you if a book isn't good and if a book is really good, but this book is really good and this is a must-have. I'm not a huge book collector. I do collect some books, mainly the hardback limited books that are high quality paper and limited edition, hand signed, and just loaded with new photos and information. Those are the type of books I go after. And that's it right here for this book review. If you guys see this book for a good price, pick it up. Alright, thanks for watching.